They called him a thief, a genius without ethics, a hacker hiding behind a hoodie. In a silent courtroom, under cold white lights, a 19-year-old boy sat completely still while cameras flashed like lightning around him. Because in that moment, the world wasn't asking what he built. They were asking who he really was. Was he stealing an idea? Or was he building something so powerful that people were afraid of it? And if you were sitting in that chair, would you defend yourself or let your creation speak for you? Before the lawsuits, before the accusations, there was only a quiet room and the glow of a screen. An 8-year-old boy sitting closer to a computer than to the rest of the world. Not because he was forced to.
Hey, sweetie. Mom.
But because he was curious. Because while other kids asked, what should I become? He was asking, what can I build? And what if the real superpower wasn't popularity, but obsession? He wasn't the loudest in the hallway. He wasn't the most admired in class, but he was watching, listening, learning patterns no one else noticed, because sometimes the quiet ones aren't visible. They're preparing. When Harvard opened its gates to him, it looked like success. But was it really success? Or the beginning of an experiment that would change how humans connect forever? And if you had that opportunity, would you play it safe or push it to the edge? It started as a late-night idea, a simple experiment. Just a few lines of code, just a bit of curiosity. But because power spreads fast, so did Facemash. Screens lit up, names compared, faces judged, and suddenly he wasn't invisible anymore. The system shut him down. The administration was furious. But here's the real question. When they close one door, do you stop? Or do you build a bigger one? They offered him a partnership, a secure future, a structured plan. But security rarely changes history, because deep inside, he wasn't thinking about a campus project. He was imagining a network where everyone had a profile, a voice, a connection. And once you see something that big, how do you shrink your vision? So he made a choice. Not the safe one, the bold one. One user, then 10, then 100, then 1,000, because connection feels powerful. Dorm rooms turned into headquarters, code turned into currency. But growth moves fast, and sometimes it moves over people. Friendships cracked, trust faded, and here's the uncomfortable truth.
Really bad.
Success doesn't ask who you might hurt. So tell me, if building your dream meant losing a friend, would you still press enter? They said he betrayed loyalty. They said he chose ambition, but because ambition doesn't slow down, neither did he. Offices grew, teams multiplied, numbers exploded beyond imagination. The world logged in, and yet, at the top of a skyscraper, looking over a glowing city, he stood alone. Is that the paradox of power? The higher you rise, the fewer people rise with you. the world connected. Borders blurred, voices amplified, because of one decision made in a dorm room at night. But here's the question history will always ask: did he build Facebook? Or did Facebook rebuild us? They called him a thief. They called him ruthless. But maybe he was simply early, and maybe every revolution looks dangerous before it looks genius, and this was the moment the code took flight. This is just the beginning, because every empire starts with a single idea. And here, on Flight of Genius, we explore how those ideas change the world. So, if you're ready for the next journey, subscribe now and let your mind take flight.